Number 6. The Headless Horseman from The Adventures of Ichabod and Mr. Toad. Just the notion of being chased by a spirit without a head who wants to take your own is pretty scary. His laugh alone can send chills up your spine. Now, the whole third act is pretty much just a build-up to the ultimate confrontation. Have you ever been driving in your car on a single stretch of road, and the only light is your own headlight? You feel pretty uneasy, right? That's exactly how I felt about watching this whole scene. The Headless Horseman is one ghastly ghoul, and if you see him, quit while you're ahead. No pun intended. Number 5. Pleasure Island from Pinocchio. This is every kid's paradise. You get free food, amusement park rides, you can beat the crap out of each other, smoke, drink, and play pool. But there is a flip side to it all.
They never come back as boys.
Ah! Okay, that guy is definitely from Nambla. But apparently, he is right. When Jiminy Cricket decides to leave, he makes a horrifying discovery. All the boys are turned into donkeys and are sold to places like a salt mine and circus. Plus, what the hell is that thing, an ape? But the scariest moment by far is the transformation.
Oh, I've been double-crossed! Help! Help! Somebody help! I've been framed! Help! Please, you gotta help me! Oh, be a pal! Call that beetle! Call anybody! Mama!
What the hell? Pleasure Island, a place to make an ass of yourself. Literally.
Quiet! You boys have had your fun. Now pay for it.
Number 4. Snow White in the Forest from Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. I know it's kind of cheating putting a movie I just mentioned earlier, but I consider it to be sacrilege if I left it out. Besides, it has pretty heavy stuff. Snow White is trying to escape the Queen, so she goes into the woods, and there begins a traumatizing series of twists and turns. Did you know that when this movie played at Radio City Music Hall in its first release, the theater managers had to replace the velvet seat upholders because kids would be pissing themselves from watching this scene? And after seeing it, can you really blame them? Number 3. The Pink Elephants from Dumbo. Here's a scene that comes out of friggin' nowhere, adds no enhancements to the story, they never talk about it again. What the hell am I watching? The first half of the scene is pretty scary because of that damn song.
Look out, pink elephants on parade, here they come, hippity-hoppity, they're here, and there, pink elephants everywhere.
Plus, they have no eyes, take different shapes, forms, colors. Somebody was not right in the head when they came up with this.
Chase 'em away, I'm afraid, need your aid, pink elephants on parade.
It does have cute moments at times, like the ones that show highlights. Then at the end, when it becomes just a total cluster. The Pink Elephants makes me feel glad I'm not a drinker. Number 2. The Banshee from Darby O'Gill and the Little People. Sweet buttery God, is this thing scary. For starters, you got what's supposedly a ghost, has a scary-ass howl that foretells when someone dies, and also has a freaky face. That alone is good old-fashioned nightmare fuel. Just the sound alone is liable to scare the living piss out of you. If you're walking alone in the woods at night and you hear something like that, You'd be running so fast you wouldn't know who it was if you bumped into him. I should also mention that the Kostenbauer is also something that's very traumatizing, but not as much as the Banshee. And the number one scariest Disney moment is Night on Bald Mountain from Fantasia. This is my favorite segment of the entire film. The premise is that Chernobog, the god of evil of Slavic mythology, decides to raise hell on Walpurgis Night by conjuring up evil spirits, witches, and demons out of the depths of hell just so he can destroy them again. That alone is a scary notion. And that music. Oh god, that music. That's undoubtedly the most awesome piece of music ever written. The animation of Chernobog by Vladimir Titla is pretty impressive. It was said that Hungarian actor Bela Lugosi was the acting model for this character. True, but there's more to this story. The director of the segment, Wilfred Jackson, deemed that footage unusable, so he did the poses for the character that ended up in the finished film. However, I do think that the facial expressions looks a lot like Lugosi. But whatever the truth is, this segment thrilled and terrified audiences and continues to do so today. Night on Bald Mountain, the number one scariest Disney moment.